promise you again.
Right there, Mom.
What? Oh shit. We're in the Royal Forest, aka the Jungle Trek.
And they are from
That Animal
Indonesia.
Planet.
So Tia is still 10 years old. She's still growing. Because she
Is
can
it a
get...
she?
Sorry?
Is it a she?
Yes, it's a female.
Oh, I saw this one before.
Female Komodo dragon.
But the other time I saw her there.
Oh yeah. Choose just one at a time. Because Komodo dragon is solitary animal. They want to be alone.
I can relate.
That's why you only put one in here?
Yeah, just...
It's another pretty little flower.
Scare me?
Don't be scared.
Scared. Scared.
Let's see what's in this window.
These are lion-tailed macaques, folks, but they are backstage in their own private backstage area at the moment, cooling off with a giant misting machine.
Oh, they're lucky.
Fair enough.
They did very well for us. They were out for about 2 hours, and I knew it was coming.
All right.
Yeah. We're not mad. Is this the bat house? Do not feed wild bite. I think we might be social distancing here. I'm not sure.
She said come on in.
Oh, yes.
Next to hang out right there for me. Alright, so you guys get to see those bags. You can get your bags now. Next group goes right there. You're going to look straight up past the trees.
Where is it? Oh. I was looking for bats. I thought that's all we had in here. Where are the bats? Holy fuck. Excuse my language. Are these just regular bats or a special kind of bat?
They're the largest fruit bat in the world. They're called giant flying fox bats. So they're going to be found in Asia, so Australia, Philippines, Malaysia, places like that. If you want, you can go to that and make hands up.
So big.
All the way up to the left. These giant flying fox bats are
There's
up on the back.
one back in the corner too. See? Sorry, but I'm fascinated by large bats.
Actually, you can take that first dot right there. Look straight up past the trees there. You'll see this giant flying fox bat.
What have we in here? I don't see anything in here. What is it? Where? Oh, it's moving. Am I getting it? Probably not.
Yeah, no. We're only looking at something over here.
He's back in there. Oh, there he is. Hey, dude. Moving on.
Looks like yeah, something like that.
No, that isn't the one.
What is it, Sco?
Thank you. Yeah, they're resting. They're really hot.
They are a water buffalo. That is great.
Daddy, how did you know this is water buffalo? Would you like
Don't
to
stand
know
up
their
there.
name? Would you like to know their name? Rose, Dorothy, and Blake.
Oh, that's cute. Rose, Dorothy, and Blanche.
Did you know that a lot of cattle, a lot of species where the boys and the girls both have those boys, and others is just the boys?
I've never heard these creatures make noises like this before.
What are you gonna do when you have like a grown elephant? Are you gonna circle it in your book?
I can't even tell if I'm getting it because the sun's too bright.
What are you gonna say about it? I was like, people are this is outlandish. But I was like,
Oh wow, he's really loud.
yes. Because that's like, you might like some other like trash.
It's crazy, I never heard them like that before. No, this way. Wait. Oh, we just came back out. I'm like, this stuff looks familiar. This is where we came in. He is putting on a show today. All right, which way do we go? Which way do we go? To Africa. So this way. These people are for food. You want to get a beer now?
Drink one now.
Till we decide what we're gonna eat, we'll get a drink water. Probably get a beer to go here. Gonna find out. Can you? Or do we have to go back? There's probably another beer stand somewhere.
They do got the grounds that they step on that.
You're gonna find a beer somewhere.
So that
I'm just gonna look because I don't believe it. Definitely. I don't see any beers. All right, let's find a beer.
Spots for animals that use camouflage. In fact, over the right-hand side of the truck, you might notice behind that bamboo
there he
is
is.
an okapi. Okapi are very recognizable for those stripes of black and white all over their legs. We'll get a better view of them as we come around the corner up ahead here.
Oh,
Here on the left-hand side, though, you can see a few different antelope. Up on the hill at the very top, you can see those rusty brown-colored ones. Those are bongos. Bongos are also known as the ghosts of the forest. That's because they're very rare sights to see in the wild. A little bit further down here,
See
you
'em.
can see these beautiful greater kudu. Greater kudu have those massive ears on their heads that can turn to face any direction they
Oh,
need.
sweet.
It helps the animals to pinpoint where exactly a sound might be coming
Do you
from.
think antelopes like to eat cantaloupes?
Now they're on the right side as we come around this corner, you can get a better view of the face of that okapi. Now, because of those stripes, a lot of people are led to believe these animals are related to zebra, when in fact, they're the closest living relative instead to the giraffe.
Oh, I think I've heard that
Something you can
before.
see right away, but if you take a look at their heads, as you can up on that animal spotting guide, you can see their heads are
Hippopotamus.
exactly the same shape.
That's not a hippopotamus.
I know up on the hill on the right side, you're going to get a sick glimpse of that black and white bird.
It's a
up there.
rhinoceros.
That's a saddle-billed stork. Saddle-billed stork are some of the largest birds in the world, growing to stand 5 feet tall just at their shoulders alone. That's not quite as large, though, as this black rhinoceros up on the hill on the left-hand side. Now, black rhinos are some of the largest animals in the forest, growing to be up to 3,000 pounds each. Unfortunately, these animals are very heavily poached for their horns.
Aw.
Many people believe those horns to serve medicinal purposes. In reality, those horns are made of keratin, the same material that your hair and fingernails are made of. Because of all of the poaching that's been going on, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world today. That includes both out in the wild as well as in zoos and even reserves like this one. Alright, we're going to continue following this path here. It's going to take us up this hill out of the forest now. It's been a wonderful first 3 days of our adventure together so far. I think we've had some pretty good luck with spotting animals already. I'm hoping this good luck continues with us as we make our way over to the Sabi River next. This path should bring us there in just a day or two's time, so feel free to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride along the way. And just like that, these past 2 days have flown by, more or less like 6.5 seconds. Now, if you look over your right side of the truck there, you might notice in the waters below are some Nile hippopotamuses. Hippos are some of the largest and most dangerous animals in the world. They'll grow to be up to 5,500 pounds each.
Oh, look at them.
That's why a group of them together is known as a float. In fact, it looks like you can see a few members of the bloated hippos here on the left-hand side of the truck as well. Now, these animals can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time. During that time, they'll remain almost completely under the surface of the water. They'll stay like that for the majority of their day, but once the sun completely sets, they'll climb out onto the banks of the rivers to graze on grasses for miles at a time. Now, on this island here, and swimming right next to us in the waters, are these grayish-white birds. Those are pink-backed pelican. They get their name from the pinkish color that appears in between their wings during mating season. They have fairly impressive wingspans as well, reaching around 8 feet wide. That's about the same width as the canopy above your heads. Now, just up ahead of us here is a nice old bridge. We're going to go ahead and take it poly-poly, or nice and slowly. It looks like the water's starting to get a little bit shallower up here, so it seems to me like we're getting closer to the start of the river. In fact, we might actually be not too far from where the source of this river is. Looks like we're going to be moving right here across one of those small streams that feeds into it. Now, we are making our way around these turns over towards the savannah. The savannah is one of the largest areas of the reserve, and where we'll be spending the vast majority of our second week together. It's home to some of the most famous animals in the world, though, so it's not an entirely bad thing that we'll be spending so much time out here. Now, the entrance is marked here on the right-hand side of the truck by a baobab tree. The baobab tree is also known as the upside-down tree. Taking one look at it, it's pretty easy to see why. Those trees remain leafless for up to 9 months out of the year to conserve the thousands of gallons of water found inside of them. During the drier seasons, a lot of the animals that live out here on the savannah start to rely on those baobab trees as a source of water. That's why they've also been given the nickname, the Tree of Life. Now, as we enter down onto the savannah itself, out on the right-hand side, you can get an idea for just how massive and beautiful these landscapes can be. You might even get a sneak preview of some of the animals we'll get a little bit closer up to in just a little bit. Before we start making our way out there, though, I want to take a quick pit stop up ahead on the left. I I know there's a den coming up over here, and that's going to be a pretty good spot to look out for predators. They like to sleep inside the dens to protect themselves from sun, rain, and just about any other inclement weather in the area. In fact, laying down in the grasses in the shade here on the left, you can see some African wild dog. Now, African wild dog are also known as the painted dog. They get that name from the paint markings that completely cover their coats. Those markings can be used to help identify each other from up to a mile away when hunting. That's something these animals are extremely good at. In fact, out in the wild, they have a success rate hunting that hovers at 90%. Higher than just about any other predator in the world.
They briefly had those at the Pittsburgh Zoo. Remember?
Now, way out there on the left-hand side,
Somebody
you can see
dropped
those
their kid in
brown
there.
antelope laying down. Those are sable antelope. They're the emblem of our reserve here at Harambe. That's
Harambe?
because they're very defensive of their herd, and especially their young. We admire that trait about the animals and hope to be as defensive of all animals found on the reserve as they are of their own kind. You can also see some of these Hartman's Mountain zebra on the left, too. Now, zebra are famous for those stripes of black and white. Because of those stripes, there's been a lot of debate as to whether the animals are black with white stripes or white with black stripes. Does anybody back there know the correct answer?
Black with white stripes.
Try one more time. Black with white stripes. Good first guess. How'd you know? Just kind of comes to you, right? If you take a look at the animal's muzzles or their noses, you might
Hey,
notice a dark
guys.
coloration there. That's the animal's natural skin tone. The stripes will then grow as part of the coat on top of it. You can also see we're passing some of my favorite animals right now. Those really small tan, brown, and white antelope are known as springbok. They get their name from their ability to quite literally spring into the air, 6 feet off the ground and 13 feet forward. That means if they wanted to, those tiny little antelope can jump straight through this truck. More so than just jumping, though, the animals are capable of reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour on land. That makes them some of the fastest land mammals on Earth.
They be moving.
I want to get out there and have a
Let's turn
picnic.
here and make our way a little bit further out into the savannah. It gets a little bit bumpy out here, but that's just a signal we're making our way
Get it.
further and further.
The picnic would be on me.
As we come around this turn to the right-hand side, you'll see just next to us, up on the hill on the left, is going to be an Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are also known as Watusi
Oh, this is really
cattle, after
close.
the Watusi people who first domesticated them.
Oh,
One of
wait.
the first things you might notice about these animals
By
are
the
their
way.
massive horns. They look like they would be very heavy on the animals' heads.
They
In
do.
reality, though, they're a honeycomb structure inside, meaning they're mostly made of air. They only really weigh about
That's
5
crazy.
pounds or so each.
I'm going to see how close this animal is.
You can see another of these zebra out here on the right-hand side. You can actually get a much closer
Hey, guy.
view of its nose, where you can see that dark coloration I was talking about.
I don't think I've ever been this close to it, Ibra.
Just past the zebra, you can see all the gray animals on the hill. Those are wildebeest. Wildebeest are known for gathering in herds of up to 1.5 million animals at a time. In order to keep up with their herds, newborns can start running just 15 minutes after birth. Here on the left-hand side, though, we are going to be passing by some of these Maasai giraffe.
Natural.
Now, giraffe are the tallest animals in the world, growing to stand about 20 feet tall once fully grown. They do get a very big kickstart on that number right from birth, though. In fact, a baby giraffe will be
shit, look
kid-like,
how close
standing
that one
around
is.
6 feet
Duh.
tall. They're also welcomed into the world by a 6-foot drop straight onto the ground. It does serve a very important purpose for the animals.
I feel like there's a lot of animals
Impact
out
on the
today
ground
compared to
compresses
some of
their
our other
lungs
trips.
and kickstarts their first breath for them.
Crocodile.
No crocodiles?
Now we're going to continue along our way here. We're on the right-hand side of us. We're passing by a fallen down tree. Now that's a pretty good indication that the bulldozers of the savannah or the mighty elephant might not be too far away. We'll see if we can follow this path of destruction. We might be lucky enough to catch a glimpse of some of these massive creatures here in a moment. On the left-hand side, though, you can see some mandrills walking along that rock wall in the back. Now, mandrills
What
are
are
the
they?
largest species of monkey in the world.
Oh.
They'll grow to be around 100 pounds each. They have an extra flap of skin inside their mouths. That flap of skin creates a pouch that they can fill with as much food as it takes to fill an empty stomach. When they sense any danger in their area, mandrills quickly fill that pouch up full of food and then run off to a safe place to go eat it all. Now, out there on the right-hand side, inside, you're gonna have to look a little bit over your shoulder. But you'll be able to see there is an African elephant right now, trying to reach up into the trees to try to eat some of those leaves. Now, elephants are the largest land mammals on Earth, growing to be about 13,000 pounds each. They're very recognizable for those massive ears they have on their heads, which many people say to be in the shape of the continent of Africa. Ivory tusks on either side of their face. And of course, those beautiful prehensile trunks hanging in between. Now, the word prehensile does mean finger-like. It's what allows the animals to move those trunks basically any way they need to. They can use them to pick food up off the ground and bringing it to their mouths to eat. Or hold up to 5 gallons of water at a time inside to bring it into their mouths to drink, or onto their backs to take a shower. To do all of that, the animals have around 40,000 muscles just inside those trunks alone. It's all of those muscles working together that allow the animals to move their trunks basically any way they need to. You know, you can compare that number to about 650, which is roughly the number of muscles we have in our entire human body. Now, on either side of the truck here, you can see there are some of these tusk marks. These are red clay pit. The elephants, like the one out there on the left-hand side, will scrape the clay off the walls and then eat it, as it contains a lot of nutrients and minerals vital to their diet. You can see another elephant out there on the left-hand side of the truck now.
Not till you get under it. That's pretty dry here.
Touch it.
Pandora's usually stupid packed. Let's go on the Navi River ride after we eat. There it is.
How long the ride is? Quite a path.
I don't know. We'll have to go find out.
50.
Huh?
You're a sissy.
I know. I want to ride it. I want to ride it. I said we shouldn't ride it because of you. Your heart condition.
I didn't say I should ride it.
You think you can ride it? It's really not that bad. He has a heart condition.
What?
So the line's not long. I'll ride it for sure.
Dude, that's 40 minutes.
Huh?
The river pass is 40 minutes. So I know that's going to be an
Oh.
hour or something.
That's long for that.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be shorter after we eat.
Probably not, but let's go see what we can make. I do like this little land though, because that's ignorant.
Yeah, you can never see this stuff so close. Did we see her before?
Yeah. I just walk Yeah, this is 65 or something.
Still not very long. And it probably doesn't really take that long. All right, let's go eat. We just finished our trip with lunch at the rainforest. That's how unoriginal we were today. It was a fun day. We saw a lot of stuff we don't usually see. I want to see if they have my name. They have Amelia. They legit do not have my name. They only have Amelia, not Amy. I gotta get back on track. Let me go back this way. The louder you yell, the faster they go. It's yelly. I thought it was going to be squishy. It's not. This is supposed to be the clearance.
Rainforest Cafe, let's welcome back Kami Vaughn, Safari 4. Please reapproach from Elephant Your Wand Adventures once again. That was for Kami Vaughn, Safari 4.
Parrots to snakes, monkeys to tropical fish. They all live for me here in the rainforest.
JK all day. Except 5 days a week. Hi. You little shoes.
Glasses make you smarter.
What?
Glasses make you smarter on the line.
He has glasses like my glasses. Doesn't he? Oh, those are the jelly things. Here's more not soft yellies. Oh, she's squishy though.
Hi, gang. I'm Tracy Tree. Everybody loves animals. The
Oh, she's
African
talking.
rainforests are home to parrots, such as the African gray, and others too numerous to mention. The South American rainforest is home to macaws, Amazons, and toucans. The rainforests of Australia and New Zealand are home to
Okay, so that's the end of our fun day at Animal Kingdom. We'll see you guys next time.